happy people. Welcome to a bright and shiny day with this added heat of the sun. A very glad and a gratitude morning to everyone present in this call. I am your Abhinaya, currently pursuing BTech first year Computer Science and Engineering from the University College of Engineering, Kakatiya University, Kottagudam. Is your host today. Thank you all for joining. It's bring me immense pleasure to introduce our top talk speaker, who is none other than our young, exhilarating, and humble sustainable living soul, Mr. Jyotisman Rath. He believes that a lot can happen with the right use of science and technology. I have felt like he is that person who owned this statement and living rightly, with his remarkable join in providing value to the people and the world. He is also currently pursuing chemical engineering first year MTech. He loves to explore the biggest challenges of society. His interests are in batteries, fuel cells, and related sustainable energy aspects. Also, he interested in creative writing, photography, and music. Just got amazed to know his multi-talents also. Sir, first of all, we have grateful to your presence and time, and we feel lucky to be under the influence of your inspiring words. And we are happy to have you as our thought speaker today. Let's start our outstanding call with our story presentation along with our innovative invocation. By Sahiti.
This is who we are. We are a team. Talented, energetic, astonishing mindsets. We can do anything and everything. We talk, we care, we respect each other. We see beauty in everything. We are connected by hearts and driven by values. We celebrate each other. We provide value to each other. We take ownership in everything we do. We have freedom to make mistakes. We learn as we go. We are mad to make a difference. We love disruptive ideas. We make impossible things possible. We are strong to question the creation. We believe in dreaming big. If we do not dare to dream big, are we really living? Why be ordinary when we can be extraordinary? We should be driven by our goals, not by egos. We can do it, we will do it. Let us not hope for the best, let us be the best. This is who we are.
Thank you, Sahiti, for reading out and igniting us with the innovative invocation. Stories are those invisible frames that form the basis of the way things are perceived in this world. You might have heard many discrete, distinctive stories from your parents, grandparents, friends, books, and of course, movies too. I repeat, discrete, distinctive stories because they just talk about only one or two phases of an individual's life. But as humans, we crave to experience the hidden magical conspiracies of the universe to make to make who we are today. Thus, here we are today to give you the experience of our holistic divine journey of achieving big dreams. A journey that marked its revolutionary starts 4 years back and is now passing on the legacy of striving to be in the top 0.001% of happy people. So, are you ready to experience a heavenly metaphorical ride of our journey, our story, in the form of a murmuration of these adorable starlings? Why late then? Let's start. Over to you, starlings.
Hola, how are you doing?
Hi, I am good like always. Nothing much. How are you?
Awesome.
How it is possible that you always seem super energized and lively every time I meet you all?
Ha ha ha. Let me tell you our story of fantastic murmuration, our team of vibrant, enthusiastic, like-minded super starlings who wants to be in the top 1% of euphoric, high-spirited, happy birds. Starlings who want to extend their wings to explore the limitless sky. Super starlings who are a beautiful exemplification of serendipity, a flock that flies with love, floats with compassion, lives with passion, and lives with gratification.
Wow, a murmuration. Where is it and what is it about?
It is right here, embedded in everyone, but very few embrace it. Our Thop murmuration is the embodiment of incredible values, a powerful mission and a breathtaking vision to change the world and be the change we want to be. It's not possible alone. It needs a huge support system, an ecosystem to express, and a cultural to live in. Yes, we will strive to live our values of assisting each other to fly and reach our desired destinations, our goals, and our big dreams. We are a team of servant leads who outwork everyone in the team and give our best to provide value to others. We fly in a decentralized web of heart to heart connections, which forms a strong foundation of our unity. We are independently dependent on each other. Our murmuration embraces starlings of different colors, different sizes, and different ages. We believe every super starling is unique and beautiful in its own way. We admire each and every bird in the flock, irrespective of all their odds. As a disruptive team, we rise and tremendous heights with the strong belief in our minds to make the impossible possible. We are passionate to explore across all extreme peaks, seamless seas, crisp deserts, and floral springs. Our murmurations also include birds from varied species. We believe that interactions with the new birds every time bring in new energy and open the doors to make miracles happen. We are very grateful for every moment they have been part of our flock and giving us an opportunity to provide value to them. Every bird from out of the flock tunes in with our song. That is the magic of our ecosystem.
Each and everybody has unique skill set that is owned with heart. Learning is a continuous process in the flock. We rise up every day to learn something from the world. From an ant to an elephant, everything is teacher to something from the world. Our ever learning mindsets. Learning is always interesting with our superstarling. We learn together with the ultimate resource accessible in this universe. We transmit our knowledge and acquire energy, and we assist each other to become the best version of ourselves. We persist to fly, we fall, but we don't look at the ground and say it's impossible. We look at the high sky and we will make it possible. Every obstacle is an opportunity. What is the worst possible scenario? We might end up learning something new. Experience is the reality of life. We are grateful for every starling that triggers the change in our life. Every chance the enriches give our best to the world, and every moment that makes us shine as a super starling. Gratitude is a driving force that attracts the whole universe. Gratitude towards each other enables to fly in harmony. We care for each other. Each starling happiness matters. We are empathic towards each and every top starling who is on the path of disruption. As a team, we float with unwavering entropy of emotions. Yes, compassionate we are.
Wow! But how do you manage to have so much positivity and the right mindset every time? Don't you have low days? Is your emotional state always happy and inspired?
Well, it's all because of the platform which we created to express ourselves. Top University, the platform which gives space to each and every super starling in us, vulnerable starling in us, excited starling in us, learner starling in us, grateful starling in us, and whatnot. We believe that every one of us has our own way of perceiving things, experiencing them, and expressing them. Thorpe University is an umbrella of the wild and colorful dreams of our Thorpe starlings. Every day at 7 p.m., the flock gathers together, settle down at their comfort, and get transported to the world of expression. We proudly call these gatherings Thorpe Obsessions. Whereas Wednesdays at 7 p.m. and Sundays at 9 a.m., we have a guest bird either from our murmuration or from different murmurations expressing themselves and sharing their wisdom to empower us with their life experiences. We proudly call them Thorpe Talks.
But do you think that every starling is going to carry this positivity and feel good emotion all through their day?
Good question. We may not carry the feel good emotion for the whole day long, but it's our instinct to tend towards positivity. Look for inspiration within our flow. And that's where our Thop podcast, our pleasing and soothing cheer ups of the flows, come into action and lit up our moods on our emotionally down days. Soon, we are also going to create another platform called Thop Publications, where we want to give space to each and every starling to come out of their comfort zone, get inspired to inspire the world with their art of chirping, but this time in writing. Again, this idea is going to be pursued by our two young aspiring art and starling entrepreneurs.
Ha! This is an amazing way of building and strengthening connections between folks of not only our mindset but of different mindsets too. I noticed that every activity you do has the same set of core values followed by every starling, and this is certainly creating a brand of you flock among others.
That's true though. Starting from our Top Talks to our Top monthly celebrations, we are carrying our ecosystem, our values, and our Top culture everywhere. We admire our culture so much that now it's part of every cell of every superstar. We just don't exist, we coexist. We live every moment to the fullest. Every day is a top day of excitement. Just imagine compiling all our proud achievements and memorable days and celebrating them. We fondly call it the Top Monthly Celebrations.
The celebrations.
Top
What is
monthly
it?
celebrations? What is it actually?
Starlings love to fly in the sunset sky, but we, being a disruptive murmuration of starlings, love to not only enjoy the sunset skies of all days, but also acknowledge each and every moment. We fly higher and higher in the sky. We love to celebrate each and every accomplishment of our super starlings, be it small or big. It has now become our monthly routine to gather on the first Sunday of every month and spread the happiness of our fellow starling success. Those monthly celebrations not only launch the achievements, but also celebrates birthdays of every super starling. Okay, starling, bye for now. Let us meet at Top City.
Hey, hey, hey. What is this Top City? This is such a noble thought of celebrating each other's success. I am astonished by the unrealized and priceless happiness you are creating in this world. Top murmurization is definitely going to leave a mark in this creation.
Brand is not a tag that a murmuration or a flock strive to create. It is the expression of emotions that a murmuration makes you feel, which eventually leads to the creations of the brand. It is the impact we strive to inspire the world. It is the ecosystem that every starling in this world desired to live in. It is the culture that pursued them to be the best version of themselves, and it is the value that the brand add every day to their lives, which in turns create and the brand itself. Our top brand is a humble yet powerfully way of dis- depicting our top team, our top accomplishments, and our top culture. By the way, the word top was born from the local Telangana dialected, which means simply out of the wall. Whatever we create in this wall, be it individually or being part of Thop family as Thop Esel family, or the aspiring CEOs of Thop companies will be under our proud of Thop brand. Every move is disruptive. Every action is revolutionary. What else does need the wall need? Our flock of heart is incomplete without our parents, our support, and our extraordinary mentors, the torchbearers of these spectacular moves. Hey, starlings, this is about our top brand. You, you can experience more in our top city. Let us meet in our top city.
Hey, tell me about Top City. Why you are flying away? I am inspired with the way you pamper and respect each and every starling of your murmuration. I can clearly see a bigger picture of the world you have been created for 4 years. This would not have been easy, isn't it?
Hmm. But guess what? When we are signed up for bigger things, we tend to see the rest of all things from a bird's eye perspective. Then naturally, our personal challenges seem tiny in front of the ambitious goals we have set for ourselves as a murmuration. Indeed, we are on a path of serendipity. And this is our pulsating journey of defying the laws of nature while defining nature itself. Do you want to know about Thop City? Come, let us meet all the starlings in the Thop City.
But what is it and where is it? I am curious to know more about Top City, but every starling is flying away.
Wait. I will take you to the Top City. Before that, this is not only our story, but this is our 4 years of hard work. This is our top ideas of disruption book, where we compiled all our 89 disruptive ideas. These are our top accomplishments. Some were super successful, some sustained, some did not even sustain, but who cares? We are happy for what we accomplished, and we are ready to accomplish more, learn more, explore more, and experience more. Starlings, now I will take you to our top city. Top City, designing our own wall. A revolutionary idea to design our own wall, our own city, our top city. But wait, first of all, why do we want to design our own city? To disrupt the way cities have been assumed, to disrupt the way cities have been built. Yes, our city, a place where our homes are our laboratories and our colonies are our test tubes and manifest a decentralized web of networks where we want to devise an ecosystem and spread our top culture all around the wall, where we want to fabricate our own top university and be lifelong enthusiastic learners, and where we want to create our own currency and be financially untied to pursue our big dreams, where we make every moment of life special and be a stress free bee, where we want to spread our wings and fly high. You might think, is this even possible? Or are we nuts to envision such a heavenly picture sphere of your future? Yes, we are mad to make a difference in this world. We want to be seamlessly obsessed by making our top city possible.
What a beautiful place you have. I could see drone systems, sustainable environment, and many more. I would love to join the Top journey and also Top City. Thank you so much, darlings, for introducing me to this beautiful murmuration. I learned a lot from you all today, blown away with your ever learning mindsets. All the best, darlings.
Wow, Starlings. That was a lucid presentation by Thop Murmuration. But what is this murmuration? Who are these young starlings? This is who we are. Teen Thopi Cell. We are these young starlings, striving to touch sky high limits, dreaming big, making the impossible possible. And this is our story. And let us end the presentation with a video. Please play the video. Thank you. Signing off, Team Topisil.
Welcome, Jyotisman. How are you?
I'm good, Mr. Shravan. Thank you for this opportunity. How are you?
I'm doing very good. And we are really excited about you. Rohit has been talking about you a lot, and we have looked at your posts and everything. So, quite excited to have you on this. So, Abhinaya is asking you, what are your thoughts on the presentation?
Yes. Surely, I will let you know. So, it is really amazing to know about Thop culture. Like, I was really excited to know what does this Thop mean about, and then how do you guys are able to do such a lot of things in this community. Because in our institution, in our colleges also, we try to build some clubs and something, and we know, I mean, I know personally how much efforts it requires to do these things, even if it's not a very big thing, but it's important that you do it efficiently. Okay, so I really appreciate all the efforts that is being done in this Thop culture, planning of a Thop city. You guys have literally made a Thop university, and people are able to express their thoughts and opinions. So I would say the biggest achievement that you guys have made is that you are able to give the same amount of respect and gratitude to each and every member of your team. That I can see, because each and everyone has the right, the right to express themselves and to talk about their opinions, right? So this is really great. This is one of the things that should be highlighted, I guess, across India and across world.
Mr. Jyotisman Rath, we would love to hear your story too. And my dear Topis, let's start getting into Jyotisman Rath, sir. Inspiring words. Sir, now the meat is all yours.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Once again, welcome everyone, and thank you for joining. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. So I just have a, like, say, 2 to 3 slides of presentation. I will just show, because if I don't show, then I guess you guys won't be able to know about me. And showing something is important because that is how we will pick up, and we will have some more discussions. So it was really nice that you picked up my slogan, which kind of, you can say, which I have in my profile, that is making the right use of science. There's lot can happen with the right use of science and technology. Of course, that is what defines my life, you can say. But then recently, in some recent times also, I follow this particular thing, and I feel that this particular thing also matches a lot with the Thop culture. And I believe that, we have this idiom, you can say idiom, because it's just a funny idiom, that promises are made to be broken. Of course, promises, you can take it like, some will break your promise, some will not, be it in professional life or in personal life. But what I believe is that limits and not promises are made to be broken. Okay. This is the about status which I have in my WhatsApp also, and I really believe this. So thing is, I am like, I would say, I am one of like you only. Like, I'm not someone who has done a lot of things in life. I'm still trying to figure out how to move ahead in life. But whatever I have done so far, it has all been possible because I feel that limits are actually made to be broken. Okay. And whenever we limit ourselves in some particular notions, in some particular ideas, or say, I am of this age, so I can only achieve till this particular level of success, or whatever you call it. Let's not call it success. Let us call it like some particular level of achievements, or particular level of happening. So if I'm able to go till that far, if I limit myself, then it's of course not possible. So what happens when you limit yourself is that everything in your body is gets limited. Okay. And basically, your body language and confidence, the way you think, everything gets limited, and you are never able to break that limit. Okay. So instead of breaking promises that we make to people, let's break the limits, and let us keep with that promises that we make. If even if you don't make promise to anyone else, make some promises to yourself, and don't never break that promise. So if you ask me, then I would say one of my promises that I have made to myself is that seeing the overall picture that I have for myself in my life is that I will be trying to do something such that it will actually have an impact in the society. And when you grow up, when you see things, you will see that there are a lot of things happening, and there are different ways in which you measure that impact. Okay, now as I said, I want to do something that will impact society. There are a lot of people who will say that no, these things are not that impactful, whereas some will say that their things are quite impactful. So here something comes like everything in this world. Okay, everything in this world is relatable, right? Everything in this world is relatable. And one of the key things that we all should understand is that all the principles in life or society, I mean, in day to day life also. Say, for example, I said uh, all things are relatable, like money, happiness, success. These things are relatable, and then say, for example, the perspectives are relatable. Say how you see someone, how beautiful you find someone, that is also relatable. So this kind of thing is actually derived from physics. You know, in physics also we know that nothing is absolute. Everything is relatable. Even if it all depends on the frame that I take. Okay, it all depends on the frame that I take. It's not about only on Earth. If I go to space, then the time gets changed. I mean, as you go through the space-time curve, and then you go near to a gravitational body, say near to a sun, then the time gets shortened. I mean, the time gets faster, right? And then if you go to our mythological books, then you have different time scales. Like, say for example, there is this one Brahma day, that is so many years in that particular Brahma day. So like there are a lot of things which you can see that all these things are quite related to science. So I guess almost all of us pursue science here in some way or the other. So this is what we should understand, is that everything that you see in your day-to-day life also is related to science. So make a promise to yourself and don't limit yourself. That is what I can tell you in whatever small amount of things that I have done in my life. Now, talking about my story, I would like to say that I started from a humble background. I mean, my family members helped me a lot, and from my very beginning, I used to participate a lot in my school activities, events, and everything. So, say for example, going to some outside competitions that are organized by third parties, or say some quiz programs, some essays or debates, like these things were quite common for me, and I used to participate a lot, and that is how I gained confidence. And thanks to my parents, my father and mother, my grandparents, who helped me a lot in this. So I will just show some slides of some things that I was able to do in my past. So this slide which you are seeing, so I belong to Bhubaneswar. I studied in one of the big school networks, that is DAV Public School. So I was studying there, and now I am pursuing my integrated MTech in chemical engineering at Institute of Chemical Technology, Bhubaneswar. So just a background, Institute of Chemical Technology is almost an 80 years old organization in Mumbai. It's headquartered, and recently for the last 4 years around, they have two campuses, one in Jalna, Maharashtra again, and then one in Bhubaneswar. So I'm fortunate to be studying in Bhubaneswar, in my home city itself. So this slide which you are seeing, this is one of the biggest start points, you can say, in my life or career. So this is actually, there is one very good NGO or an organization that talks about Indian heritage. You can check on internet also, that is INTACH, INTACH. INTACH is a very big NGO, a very big organization that fights for, you can say, for the protection of Indian heritage, the monuments, the temples. They do a lot of work, and they have chapters all across India. There is the Bhubaneswar chapter. I'm sure there must be some chapters in Andhra and Hyderabad also. Right. So they organized a national level essay competition, and that essay competition was quite big. It was about who is your idol. Okay, who is your idol? And I just don't remember the exact subject of that. My idol or something like that. And since it was, you have like, I thought that since it is intact and it talks about heritage, and I have to anyways represent my own city, my own state. So I thought about writing about Sudarshan Patnaik. So Sudarshan Patnaik, as you all might be knowing, he is a very famous international sand artist, and I guess on every each and every occasion, say it becomes, say, some World AIDS Day, some World Heritage Day, or whatever it is, he makes beautiful sculptures of sand. So he makes sand art on the Puri sea beach, and those photos go viral all over the world. So he's quite an internationally acclaimed artist. He has his TEDx talks also. He is quite famous. So I thought to write about him. And luckily, I was one of the winners. Say there were 4 to 5 people who were selected in the essay contest as the winners, and I was luckily one of them. So what you see here is this person is one of the very famous uh, authors or poets in Odisha. I don't remember his name. I guess maybe Ramakant Rath, something like that. And the picture he is giving me is actually a picture that is signed by Sudarshan Patnaik. Okay, so this become very interesting. Is what this is being. I'm being awarded in Bhubaneswar itself. And what happened that this Bhubaneswar chapter, since they knew that I am the winner, so they thought to surprise me in a way. And what they did is that one of the photographers who knows Sudarshan Patnaik, because Sudarshan Patnaik makes those sand arts every day almost, and photographers go and click a lot of pictures. So one of those photographers went to Puri and he clicked this picture that Sudarshan Patnaik is making a sand art, and he told that person that, this child, this boy from Bhubaneswar has wrote an essay on you and he is awarded, so you should be coming to this award ceremony. So he couldn't able to make it because he had his 21st day of his child. I mean, I don't know if there is a ritual here in Andhra or in any other part. So we have in Odisha that on the 21st day of after the child is born, so there is a kind of a party, and then the name giving ceremony also happens generally. So he had his newborn son, and he was able to come, but then he gave me an autographed picture of his sculpture. So this was one of the great starting points in my life. So I was always into, say, writing and doing those kind of stuff. So this is my award ceremony in Bhubaneswar, but then I'm not able to get the pictures just after this. I went, there was the main ceremony that happened in Jaipur. So it was a trip of, say, around 3 to 4 days that was given to us by Intact. So they arranged everything. Me and one of my teachers from school, we went to Jaipur. We saw all of those city places like Hawa Mahal or whatever that is, and then we were awarded the prize there. So this was one of the great starting points in my career. It was really nice to see. So one, you can see here my mother. She is a school teacher. She is standing besides me, and literally in life also she is standing besides me, helping me in all ways possible. So this was the Intact essay competition. It was around, I guess I was in class 8th when I got this. So this is from this is a picture of class 8th. Now, going to one of the very big things which I still owe to this particular thing, and whatever you see, my interest in batteries, energy, whatever that is, got substantiated due to this particular achievement. So, Iris National Fair is a very big exhibition, you can say, which happens for the class up to class 12 students, say from class 6 to class 12. This is a science fair that happens every year, Iris National Science Fair. It's a very big event. So this is actually uh, organized by Intel. So this is Intel Iris National Science Fair, and they have it every year. So in 2015, it was in IIT New Delhi, and it was one of the great experiences. So I guess 100 students, 100 teams were selected to showcase their projects, and my project on the aluminum air battery. At that time, I was thinking it to be a saltwater battery. I mean, that's true, but then that is what my exhibition was about. That is harnessing electricity from the power of salt. So this was one of the greatest achievements, Intel Iris National Science Fair. And those who get selected out of, say, top 12 or top 15, they go to represent in the International Science and Engineering Fair, Intel International Science and Engineering Fair, ISEF. So ISEF is another big level event. So it happens every year in some city of US, say Arizona, Phoenix, something like that. I wasn't able to be selected because I don't know. I mean, no one from my category, that is energy, was selected. So there were categories. I was in energy and transportation category. But then I got an award for the best project in my category. So that I was quite satisfied and happy with this. So this is where I got the real confidence to uh, pursue something actually in science, or say in chemistry, or in batteries or energy particularly. So let me tell you honestly, I was not expecting this. This is because this is very huge, huge event. I mean, very less people get selected. So out of those 100, also some people come from CBSE exhibition, some come from some Jawaharlal Nehru science exhibition, something like that, and then some come from some other categories. So around say 60 or 80 come from the submissions that are made in the website. So I guess something around 10, 20,000 or 25,000 submissions are made. That was the serial number which I was given. But then I was not expecting this. In fact, saltwater battery is something, say a child is making a battery out of home materials, and it is able to power some LED or some mobile charging thing. So that was not, like, my teachers also, like, they were quite supportive. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they were not able to gauge the potential of this particular product or this particular technology. Okay, because battery technology is still very new in India. So I was literally thinking that I should be changing my topic. I should be changing my thing. So after applying this, I had left hopes, and then, like, I was thinking of something like, I remember I was thinking of uh, uh, using those thermoelectric generators, that Peltier coolers that come. You might have seen a very white color square that comes. So I had purchased it from Amazon, and then I was thinking I will put some heat material, and then I will generate some electricity out of the thermoelectric generator. But then I was not able to do that. I was just thinking, and then suddenly this thing came, and I and one of my friends also, he's doing his BTech in IIT Kharagpur. Okay. So he was one of my partners who helped me do the project, right? And so we went to this Iris National Science Fair, and this was really great experience for all of us. I mean, for both of us, and a lot of students in my school also. So this was one of the greatest thing, and it made me say that you have to keep on pursuing a particular thing, and you yourself don't neglect yourself. I mean, I started limiting the potential of this particular product, and you can say that I still pursued this particular technology, that is the aluminum air technology, and from there I'm trying to venture into other metal air batteries or whatever that is. So the battery science or whatever that is, we will keep it to some other talk maybe. But this was one of the great experiences, and I will always cherish this. Recently, I mean, after that, I came into college. I did a lot of projects. I still pursued aluminum air thing. I presented in conferences like IICHE and AICHE, the Indian Institute of Chemical Engineers, American Institute of Chemical Engineers. Got some prizes and acknowledgement in that. And then we have a very nice pattern in Bhubaneswar ICT, that is, you go for internships every alternate trimester. So I was able to get some good internships. So currently I will be starting in ISC Bangalore. But just now, I mean, this time we had two internships combined. So this time I got a good opportunity to work with a startup. I'm still working for them. Like, it's a kind of a part-time job which they have given now. So that is QPi Volta. QPi AI is a big company that works on sorry, not a big company, but then a big idea startup that is working on quantum computing, or say quantum algorithms for various kind of use cases. QPi AI, that's based in Bangalore, and then they have ventured into solid state batteries with a company named QPi Volta. So I'm working for them. But interestingly, I came across a conference that was organized by AICHE on quantum computing for quantum computing applications in chemical and biochemical engineering, and I applied for that. It had a travel support also. I mean, they gave a travel support to travel to Denmark, Copenhagen. So you might be knowing Technical University of Denmark. That is one of the top 100 universities across the world. and in Europe it's quite famous and quite popular. So I got the chance to travel to Denmark to showcase my research that was on quantum computing based algorithms for chemical datasets. Okay, so I can talk about this little later, but exactly what I'm saying is that it's kind of a quantum inspired algorithm. So quantum inspired algorithm is nothing like, people nowadays are trying to build quantum computers. So this particular algorithm will run on a quantum computer and it will help to make the things faster, right? It will help to make the clustering or say processing of data sets, chemical data sets, chemical engineering data sets faster. Of course, like quantum computing, if you might be thinking, like since I have already told about it, so quantum computing is still little far, but then we have been able to prove this. I mean, big companies like IBM, Microsoft, Google, all of them have been able to make their own quantum computers. QPI AI is, in fact, making their own first time quantum computer in India. It's actually, instead of a bit, say bit 1 or 0, that happens in a computer, it's a qubit. And there are physical ways to make that qubit. I mean, to manufacture a qubit, there are physical ways. Like you can experimentally try to make a qubit, but making is it's difficult. So say two qubits, 4 qubits, people are starting with this. So say for example, QPI is developing 2 and 4 qubit systems. So this is quite interesting. So this is how I keep exploring a lot of things. And then, as I said, coming again to the very first thing, writing, especially technical writing, non-fictional writing is something that I always get pleasure out of. So LinkedIn is one of the greatest platforms. See, because Facebook or Instagram, I don't. I mean, I of course use it very much, but then I don't find myself that I can be a creator in those spaces. Twitter is nice, okay, and then Quora and some other websites are also nice. But then I found that LinkedIn is really helpful. Like there are some things that everyone should use if they want to do, and I would recommend LinkedIn is one of those things. So what I thought is that see, every one of us has a, again, we have a I mean, we have an attitude to limit ourselves. So you might have seen so many people going to YouTube, creating content, posting about them. We sometimes feel, why is this required? I mean, what do you get out of this? This is a waste of time. And then but then if you write something about your topics of interest, say I was writing about energy, sustainability, batteries basically, so you do, it's not a waste of time, rather it's a habit that will help you grow. Okay, so what I thought is that, LinkedIn, I had my profile, and then I thought that I'm using it, but then I'm not posting anything. Okay, so hardly in a 1 month or a 2 month something will come. So I thought that let's do it regularly so that I will also learn. Definitely I will be learning and people around me will learning. And then the most important thing is at least people will know that I have some ideas on batteries. Okay, honestly, this was my one of my objectives. Okay, so I thought that let's do some regular thing, let's start posting regularly. So what I did was basically, I thought that let's start with something like a newsletter, say weekly newsletter. Every week it will be coming and I will be writing something. Then I thought, like, a lot of people write weekly, okay, or say even more than once in a week. So why not take a challenge and why not write it for 100 days continuously straight? I mean, I just have to write some things particularly. And then at that time also we were studying from home, working from home. So I thought I still have some time, say about 3 months time, so that I can post something. And I just have to keep things ready and let's start with this journey. Like, I will anyways do it because I have to do it, and there is no such obligation. Like, say, it's not that I mean, there is something that is disturbing me. I do have time and I should be doing it. So I started with it. It's not that a lot of people ask me that, do you have content ready already? I said, no, I mean, I don't have content ready. I thought I should be having, but then I am not getting time. So every day I wake up, I do other things, and then I get some time to write, and then I post in the evening or say night. So even sometimes I have post after 12 o'clock also. In 1 or 2 days, kind of say the post has come the other day, or say 2 posts or 3 posts have come one single day, especially when I was in Copenhagen traveling and everything. But then this was a really nice experience. I mean, I came to know that if you incorporate something in your schedule, if you incorporate something in your life, then that will definitely happen. I mean, The only thing is that you should have a interest for that. Okay, so if someone says me, you write about marketing, you write about management, you write about, say, some other form of engineering, say aerospace engineering. Okay, and and someone pays for it, pays for me also for that particular thing. So I won't be able to do that regularly. Okay, money will come, I will keep it somewhere in my account, but then my mind will not tell me to write or do that thing particularly. Okay, so the main thing is that uh, yes, and main thing is that you have to make a niche out of your thing. You have to focus on one particular niche. Okay, so you have to try to be one of the best persons in your niche, one of the best persons in that particular area. And if you have to try to become one of the best person, I'm not saying that you become the best person, because again, best and all these terms are super, I mean, comparative. It's about how people perceive. So someone may think you that you are really one of the very low grade people who, I mean, people who are still on the lower level of knowledge. Some will think that you are really doing great, but then it's about you, it's up to you that how you perceive yourself. You should, if you keep on doing some particular thing, so basically I have my interest, my first love is about battery. So if I keep doing about batteries, then definitely I will develop something, and I will never get bored out of batteries. Okay, so anytime if someone tells me something about these particular topics, even if I'm sleeping, I will definitely come up and talk with that person. Okay, so I started writing for 100 days. I covered a lot of topics, and then it recently it got over, and then at that point of time only, while the thing was coming to an end, I guess I still had around 1 month remaining. So I was already at 70 days or something. So this LinkedIn Creator Accelerator program, this was a application based program that came, and I saw that okay, I can apply to this particular thing, and it's a really nice thing. So 200 members will be selected, and there are so many creators on LinkedIn. So see. On LinkedIn also, any social media platform, what happens that most of the very big creators, they talk about motivation, they talk about career, they talk about how to apply for jobs, or they talk about say work life balance, they talk about productivity, these kind of things. In YouTube also, uh, these kind of creators are there. Of course, these, they add a lot of value, but then I thought that if LinkedIn is a quite a professional platform, why not identify myself as someone who talks about these particular niche topics only, technological topics, or say engineering, or say scientific topics for society. So that is how I wrote the application to LinkedIn. I mean, it was a form. It was a form in which we had to submit. We had to submit about our ideas. What do you need to? So basically, it was like LinkedIn is creating a creator accelerator program. So for 10 weeks, starting from June to till August 10th, I believe. So we will be getting some support in form of, say, we are also being given some good amount of funds, and then we have all the resources, say for example, to create LinkedIn live and everything. And then some good mentors also, say Ankur Vaiko and Radhika Gupta, these people will be training us, taking some sessions. Okay, so this was the accelerator program that LinkedIn was inviting applications for. And they asked questions like, obviously, like, why do you want to join, and then what will you be doing special, how will you be using those funds that we give you, and then how like what is your pitch for it, how you will be doing it specially. You have to give We had to give a video, not an interview, but then we had to give a video pitch also, like saying I will be doing this or that, a 90-second video pitch, right? So I still, every time I do something, it's always at the end moment, say towards the deadline. So I did something, and then I was not sure, because in on LinkedIn, I said those kind of creators are there who have, say, 10,000, 20,000, minimum 30, 40,000 followers. Okay. So I'm currently just, I will be reaching 5,000 followers, but I was, I was quite confident, because LinkedIn, if it would have been Instagram or Facebook or something, those kind of things run on, say, good pictures or something like that. It's not bad. I mean, those kind of things are meant for that. But I know that LinkedIn platform runs on, basically, say for example, uh, quality ideas, say something that relates to people's professions, lives or professions, you can say. So I was sure that LinkedIn or some any platform of that kind will definitely uh, appreciate a person who is doing things regularly, posting regularly on that particular topic. So I filled it, and I was thinking, I was confident that it should come, but then it went around 2 months, and then recently it came, and it was really out of the world achievement for me, and I'm getting a lot of love for this particular thing also. And currently, like, since I've already done 100-day challenge, so I kind of know what people like to talk, not like to talk, and how to do those things. So now I have to post 40 posts, in fact. So 4 into 10, so every week they have told us to post four minimum 4 posts. So you will be seeing, you can follow me on LinkedIn, and I will definitely sharing the most interesting things in Thop community also. It's not that I'm limiting this particular thing to LinkedIn only. I'm just giving you an example. You can do it on your own blog, you can do it on YouTube, you can do it in your diary itself. If you don't want to do it, if you don't want to show it to the whole world, you can just do it in your diary itself. Like open your diary and write something every day. But the most important thing which I saw, and it's not only to me, it's to everyone who does it. I was able to complete that 100-day challenge is only because I promised, I mean, I posted on social media that I will be doing it. Okay, so I am on a challenge, and then anytime if I actually go out of the track, people will definitely see. So I have seen people, very big people, very experienced people who started with their journey, and they said that they are not able to go forward. So since I have already said that I will be doing, that was the thing in my mind. So I have told people I am doing it, so it's kind of a challenge. So definitely I have to post, otherwise I will only breaking my challenge. It's not that someone else will see and tell you. Okay. So if you keep things to yourself, like as I said, if you do it in your diary, sitting at your home, only up to you. If you keep it till you, then maybe you will not get that thing. Okay, I mean, we will do it tomorrow. Let's do it next week. I have this assignment, and after all, I am only teaching myself. I am writing in my diary, so who will see this? Okay, so that is a particular thing. So what happens is that, why do people go to, to go to some good office spaces? They rent those office spaces and they try to work in that particular area, even if they're trying to work from their home or whatever that is. It's all because, psychologically, our human body, or say our human brain, we are destined to work in a society. Okay, we are social animals after all. So it's not our own instincts that matter us a lot. It does matter, but then how we communicate to society, how we behave in society, the society is of course wired to be the first priority for us. I mean, our brain on the very core level takes society to be the priority. Okay, we don't think that we will be doing everything for ourselves. We somehow or the other are a part of the society, and we do whatever we do for ourselves, with that gets added to the society. So that was all about. I mean, I had few all of these particular things, and then I found this particular slide very, very, very interesting. I mean, these are some of the things that everyone is working on, and I would say that you guys are really doing a nice job. I mean, I can say that whatever you have written here, whatever you have highlighted here, is something that everyone is trying to do. So say sustainability, we know all these things are like all of we are talking about a lot these days. Our own private jets or drone systems. So let me tell you, there are companies that are actually making flying EVs. Okay, so go and have a look. I will give you information. There is a company called Volcopter, something like this. Volcopter, which is a German company, maybe German startup. It is actually making EV powered, I mean battery powered flying EVs. Okay, so our own private jets. I mean, in a future city, say Thop city, we will be having this particular thing very soon. Creating circular economy, sustainability, these are some of the things that everyone is trying to. And then again, it's up to you. How do you see the impact? Circular economy, we are able to achieve this till some extent. Sustainability also, we are trying to do with a lot of things with energy and everything. Laboratories at home. So you guys might be knowing about the microfluidic system, or say lab on chips, or say miniature labs. Okay. So even if you don't have a laboratory on a particular table or with a lot of chemicals, So say those kind of things that help you to test your disease or something like that. That miniature form of labs are coming quite fast, growing quite fast. So lab on chip, microfluidic labs, these particular things will definitely come up in future. I mean, everyone, we will be doing those kind of things. Thop banks and Thop currency, of course I'm not that good in finance and economics kind of thing, but then I believe that sustainability and economics and finance, okay, I mean the green sustainability, this the environmental sustainability and finance, these kind of things should be interlinked. Like we should be thinking of something like green finance, we should be thinking of something like the banking system, the currency system overall should not be wasting a lot of energy in terms of say even printing the currencies. I'm saying you in a very future perspective, it should not be even spending a lot of energy, materials or those things in even printing the currency. So we should link the carbon emissions, we should link the energy with money directly. Okay, I mean, say for example, I printed say for example a 1 lakh currency notes, and I wasted say for example 100 watt hour or say 1 kilowatt hour. So energy should be linked directly with money. uh, and in a similar way in life we should link money with time. Okay, so every hour costs rupees 200 for me. I mean, if there is a very interesting thing that people say that they book tickets for aeroplanes which cost less, but they have a larger flying time. I mean, they go through the alternative routes or say through multiple cities, so those flights generally cost less. But something that we don't understand is that the amount of time that is already spent while traveling through a larger route, through an alternative route, that much amount of time, if you would have worked on yourself or say particularly in your job, you would have gained much more money. Okay, so as you grow up, as you like, say for example, people who are really rich and successful, say for example Mukesh Ambani himself, they understand that value. I mean, they don't correlate money with say some materials only. Okay, they correlate money with things that we don't see, that is time or say for example energy. Okay, that's what one of the other things that I would like to say is that don't correlate money with the materialistic things also. I mean, only the things that we see, say the laptop which is there in front of me, but then correlate money with things that we are not able to see, and then only you will be able to do something. Okay. So this was just a small presentation. I mean, I would stop presenting my screen now, and then the floor is open for some interaction and questions.
Wow, sir, we just got nurtured through your inspiring words. I recently joined in LinkedIn, sir. I will definitely follow you.
Sure, thank you.
Once again, I thank you, sir, for being our shining toast speaker today and inspiring us through your words. Hey, talented, energetic, astonishing mindsets. The meet is now open for comments and questions and discussions with Mr. Jyotisman Rath. Jyotisman Rath.
Yeah, once unmute and clap, right?
Yes.
Yes. So, shall I go ahead? Yeah.
Yes, so please.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Jyotisman. Thank you
How are
very
you?
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's been 2 years. On October 15, 2020, a message from me to you. So from then I've been observing. So thank you first of all, thank you very much for the fantastic presentation. So your journey has been inspiring from the essay writing competition. Yes, there is a lot of Vedic like there is a lot of science in Indian Vedic wisdom. Even we follow on the same lines, and it is I got to know that we are connected somehow. So the same lines, or somehow we are connected, and universe made us to be in now in
Correct.
this meet, or yeah, and many things like chemical engineering or something that connected us, gratitude that connected us. So a lot of things we can make that which made us connect to this platform. Yeah, thank you very much. So, and you are in ISC Bangalore, so you will be in ISC Bangalore. I'm glad
Yes.
to looking forward to meet you in
Yeah.
Bangalore in the campus.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so thank you very much. for
Yeah,
joining
thank
and
you.
for being part of our journey. So let us sustain, let us create circular economy, or let us create circular happiness. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much, Rohit. Yeah,
Thank you, Rohit Anna, for your comment.
yeah, Mr. Shravan,
Shravan,
please. Yeah, any question?
Uh, First of all, Rohit is like too excited about you. He's unable to get his words out of his mouth. So, so we are really, really again excited that you spoke with us. Oh my God. How old are you? 24?
So I nowadays, honestly, I try to hide my age to some extent, because if I tell, people will say कि अरे ये कितना छोटा लड़का यहाँ पे आ गया. I will be turning 21. Yeah, 21.
Yes. Yes, that is true. 21, it's 24 itself, I thought was, 21. Wow. So you got your BTech already and you are doing your MTech now.
No. I'm doing this integrated MTech, that is BTech plus MTech, 5 years course. And
Okay.
that is another way in which people think that I'm doing MTech, so I must have completed BTech. To chalo theek hai. But anyways, yeah,
Are you in your, which year are you in?
I'm completing my 3rd year, so 4th year. Yeah.
Very
2
good.
more years. Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah. Thank you very
Uh,
much.
so how did you get into that integrated program?
Yes. So, say ICT Bhubaneswar, say Institute of Chemical Technology Bhubaneswar, they take through JEE mains only. Okay. So
Oh,
during my time, we had this process in which we go to the website and do the registration. I mean like the alternative way. I mean the particular way that was on the ICT Mumbai's website. But now it is through JOSA. I mean the JOSA counseling that happens, and then a lot of people are coming. I mean, I see some of my juniors also here today, so it's quite interesting
okay.
in today's meet. Yeah,
So the question I have is,
yeah.
how do you manage your time? Looks like you are doing many things. So when do you get up and how do you go through your day and when do you sleep?
Yes. So the interesting thing is, I would definitely answer this by saying that I don't manage my time. I mean, it's not that I'm very good at time management. In fact, I would really say that I'm very, very uh, inefficient in managing time. Why I say inefficient? Because even if I do something common, say for example, I'm writing even a single simple post or even a WhatsApp message. Forget about a post. If I'm putting a WhatsApp message on some particular group where some people are there, I will take some 10-15 minutes to go through it and then see, then do some bold and then something. So I am not that good in time management. I mean, I take a lot of time to do things. The only thing is, what I feel is that even if I take a lot of time, it gives me good results. Okay, so that's what I kind of have told my mind, that even if it takes time, let it take. Okay, it's not that I have to do it in hurry, because that is how things happen for me. Now, coming to how I manage my schedule, it's like, see, it's just that I keep doing it. I would honestly say that a lot of times I feel that why I'm doing it, and then I feel demotivated also. So it's basically, you can say that almost 90% of the day I'm doing something or the other. I mean, I'm not that much into, say, uh, playing some games or watching some movies. I mean, I follow everything. I follow everything. I even follow Big Boss. I watch it. I do everything, all those kind of stuff. But then it's not that I am very glued to that particular thing. It doesn't interest me actually. I mean, but I follow everything. Say even if it's a Big Boss, or say some good serials on Colors, or it's some movie or something, it's some series. All those things I really follow it. But then I don't give much time to that. Like I never watch something on Netflix or something. I mean, it doesn't give me a lot of interest, but I follow. So that is how you can say. I mean, I just keep doing everything in a day, and then that's how it happens.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Geeta, I see raising hand.
Rohit
Yes.
raised
Yeah.
before I did. So,
Sure,
yeah.
Rohit. Yeah,
Okay.
please, please.
Yeah. So just to thank you for the question, sir. Just to extend that question. So when you started this 100 battery trivia challenge, so I think that is the motivation to me start 100 km days. So but I stopped it 50th, 52, so 54. So I realized like how you can manage all these things. The same question I had in my brain. So you did it every day. I have seen posts every day, and I opened WhatsApp status every day. It was there, like it was updated in LinkedIn as well. So when I opened LinkedIn, I could see your post. So how could you
Yes.
do that? So I stopped at 50, but then I was learning something, but I couldn't update to the team or this thing. So I was really surprised to have this chain of learning every day. So thank you for that inspiration, and I'll continue that 50 days as well. And you also suggested me to post on LinkedIn whatever you are doing.
Right.
So I'll do that. I will do that from now. So this will again make us learn and make us connections or so. Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Rohit. I mean, you just do it. I mean, if you have those ideas and if you know what you want to talk about or you want to post, then it will definitely come. So one of the reasons you can say is that, like, see, first of all, it was like at that time we were just getting out of the COVID phase, so it was not like we are going every day somewhere. Everything was almost going from home, like studies or whatever the my one of my internships or projects also. So that's why I had time. Okay, so what we need to know that once we go out and we are packed throughout the day in some physical activities, then it's not possible. I understand, but then those 100 days, like I just did it. I mean, someone asked me, I still don't know how I did it, but I just did it. Okay, and honestly, I would say that there were some days in which I kind of say I gave after say at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the night, or say after that particular day. But then I somehow accustomed, I managed it, and then I completed 100 days. Yeah.
So in January, right? You have started in
Yeah, I
January, right?
started on January 2nd. Yeah, I started on January 2nd, and I guess I completed on, I don't remember,
Yeah, no
maybe
problem. Yeah.
April 12th or maybe April 15th. Yeah.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, Rohit Anna. Yes, Geeta ma'am.
Thank you, Abhi. What an inspiring talk, Jyotisman.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Fantastic, fantastic. I learned so many things, and your posting, what caught Rohit's attention caught mine too. So I did some postings on Facebook for 30 days, and I was so exhausted. Oh my God, I did it for 30 days every day, and I stopped. But I think 100 days is a good target to have, and that it develops that consistency in you. So I did want to ask you, how much time do you spend reading in a day? Because when you're interested in something, when you're passionate about something, you have to read a lot too, right? To learn more and more. It's not like you're thinking it all up. There is a lot of thinking to do, but I'm sure you're reading, gathering information too. So how much time do you spend in a day?
Right. This is a nice question. So obviously, I would say that, ma'am, like 100 days, it was just like I came to know how to post. Like, say, most of the times, what happens is that we spend a lot of time to think what to post and everything. So since it was 100 days, whatever came to my mind, I went and like saw, and then I made my own thoughts about that. So, for example, today it is. Today it is I'm not getting some information. So most of the days what happened, I mean, I will tell you in detail. What I did was I uh, changed my journey a lot from the very first day to the last day. So just saying you, I mean, it's of course not the right answer to your question for now, but since like everyone is interested to know. So the very first day I posted on the definition of battery, or something, the etymology of the word battery. I mean, how does the word has come. And then there, when I started reading it, I'd say I took around 2 days maybe to do the whole thing. So I read about battery. I read about from which era did this battery term come, and then there was this battery, and then the Greek and everything I read, and then I came to know that battery means actually a array of things. Okay, so an array of cannons also is known as, say, guns or cannons is also known as battery. So then I made a post on, I mean, I made a design on Canva. It was of, say, around 5 to 6 pages, right? And then I posted it, and then I saw how much time I'm taking. Then the second day post was little lesser, and then for the first 10 days I used to make a document kind of post, I mean a PDF which had 3 to 4 pages. Then I saw ki no, it's taking a lot of time. Now let's even go smaller, because see, after all, the thing about the journey is I have to show people. I want people to learn and to understand, right? If I just do everything in a very big format, then why will people read? Okay, it will take my time also. People will also not read it. So then I thought, like, let's make one pager or say 2 pager thing in Canva itself. I mean, one page itself. Then there also I saw if I put everything to a one page, then it looks so, I mean, so clustered and horrible. Okay, then I started writing text. Okay, and text, and then one image is attached to it. So then I started writing text, and then what I did is that I made that image myself. So I'm talking about energy storage in India. I will bring a picture, and then I will put India flag or whatever that is. Or say, for example, I'm talking about some facts, then I will write the text, and then those facts also it will be shown in that picture. Then also I saw ki every day I'm writing the text, and then I make my own picture, and that will also take a time. So there it started, kind of, say, I posted the text, and sometimes I brought picture from the net itself. Okay, but at least there should be something that is innovative to me, unique to me, even if it's a few lines. Okay, lot of days it has been like I just go to the news and see what is the recent happening, and then I give my views on that. Okay, so that is also a good way to see. Now coming to the question you asked is like, um, sorry, I mean, I just forget.
Reading.
Reading, yeah. Sorry, yeah. So see, as I went through the journey, as I told you, I read a lot of things. At first, I read more. During the end days, it was like I did a lot of summarization. So reading is like, I would honestly say I am not a big follower of any books or something. I mean, I obviously follow books, textbooks, or whatever books that are related to our curriculum. But then it's not that I sit for reading only. So whatever I do reading, I do a lot of reading and gathering. I mean, if not reading, I would say I definitely gather a lot, because whatever projects or whatever I work on, I have to go through a lot of papers and then do the all stuff. So I just keep on doing. Say, even on LinkedIn, I have other creators who create. So I just whenever I scroll, I just keep on seeing key, and then you have a lot of information on LinkedIn coming. Okay, some other creators also, mostly outside India. So that is how I read. I mean, I read while doing my work. Okay, I mean, you can say 80% of the work is reading and gathering, and then 10-20% the main work is like the writing or the summarizing. So that is how I read. I hardly spend any time on sitting and thinking that, okay, let's read this book to get the knowledge, and then I am not that comfortable in that. So whenever I keep on doing those things, I read. That's how it happens.
Thank you. Thank you for that explanation. How it helps us and all the young people is there are so many different ways of doing something, right? So it gives us ideas and say, oh, maybe I can try that, and then tweak it. And the key thing is, I feel, when you're doing so much, now you guys have Google. We didn't have Google. We had to go to the library, right? And search for papers and books. But you have Google. There's a huge advantage there, but there is also a slight disadvantage where you get distracted easily. You're reading something else shows up, then you click on that, and you could. So staying disciplined is very important when you're researching the way you all are, with the technology that's available, resources available for you all. But thank you very much, Jyotisman. And I grew up in Bhubaneswar for 13 years.
Oh, nice, ma'am. So in
Yes.
this area, like, why were you in Bhubaneswar? I mean,
Well, my dad was working there. This was long time back. We
Acha.
moved out in 1981.
Acha,
But
okay.
yeah.
So that must be the very old town that time. I mean,
Yes, beautiful town though. I loved Bhubaneswar. Very
Okay.
clean and quiet. So.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, yes, I was not born then, obviously, and then maybe my father or mother, they were doing their studies that time. I mean, my mother's
Yes.
name is also Geeta, by
Oh,
the way.
it is.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice
Yes, yes.
coincidence.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, any more questions, anyone?
Anyone want to share their questions? Okay. And a glad beginning session came to a great end with all discussion, comments filled with lots of learnings. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks to our humble, sustainable living soul, Mr. Jyotisman Rath, for such a remarkable talk. Once again, thank you, talented, energetic, astonishing mindsets, for joining and making the call interactive. Thank you, everyone. Signing off, your Abhinaya.
1 minute,
Thank
Abhinaya. So this one, we have a card to present.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, please.
Yeah, thank you, Jyotisman Rath, for giving us a wonderful talk. We got inspired from you and a lot of things that we should learn from you. You are a humble and an example of an infinite mindset dreamer. So happy to be part of your talk.
Thank you very much. This is really cute. This is really nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you for organizing this thing. And I mean, it really takes a lot of efforts to do these kind of things. Like we have the AICHC chapter in our college, and we also try to do. I mean, not every time, but then we do these kind of events and talks and everything. And it takes a lot of effort. I mean, I just joined as the president now, and then it takes a lot of efforts, lot of management. I can see so much things are coordinated. So while giving the story outline, someone talks and then someone else takes the dialogue forward. So this is quite interesting. You guys are doing a good work with the organization and the management. So thank you for having me. Thank you for this opportunity. I will definitely remember for my life.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Thank you, everyone. Yeah.